because we love making cards together, and I really hope that this is going to inspire you today to hashtag love it chop it. If you're not part of my Love It Chop It workshop, please join in. It's on Facebook. I'll put the link below, so make sure you check out all my YouTube links because I have lots of exciting ways to help you to be inspired, to use your designer series paper, to send lots of love around the world with random act of kindness and all sorts of cool stuff. So this is our card today that we're doing. Now, what is really exciting about this card is this is using a stamp set that we have in our occasions catalogue that is available now. This is the stamp set here, Tea Together. Such a sweet stamp set, really great sentiments as well. And the exciting thing is you can actually earn the framelits right now as well with any $180 purchase here in Australia. It's different everywhere else in the world, but here in Australia, it's with a $180 purchase. You get them free. Freebies! We love freebies. So this is the framelit set. So you get quite a few framelits in that, and yes, free if you spend $180 in my store. So the exciting thing that also comes with this is this beautiful embossing folder in the background. We've got a little bit of vellum here. If you haven't used the Stampin' Up! Vellum, it is amazing. You need to. But this gorgeous framelit in the background is this one here. I was like, where's it gone? It's all right. It's all right, everyone. You can stop looking because I found it. The Country Floral Sale-a-Bration framelit is textured impressions, dynamic textured impressions folder. I'll never get that right. I'll try one day. One day I will get it right. But it's a very textured, dynamic folder. So it has lots and lots of different elements to it. And as you can see, and I'm going to show you it a little bit better because I'm going to do it on the Highland Heather so that you can just really see it properly. Because, you know, it's not doing it justice on the Whisper White. It looks gorgeous in person though. It's very hard to get the lighting perfect. So let's jump on in and I will show you how I made this, and I'll just, you know, mix it up a little bit as well and show you how I did the different layout. P.S. The new format here is very groovy. I know, it's Switcher Studio. I get a lot of questions about that. How do you get your screen to go split? Yes, it's a studio. It's not cheap, but it's amazing. I hope you're enjoying the new format because it's a lot of fun. It makes me look so professional when I'm really not. I'm just Kylie Bertucci from Australia. So I have pre-cut some items here. I know I'm a bit organised today. So what we're going to do is firstly, we've got our 10.5 centimetre. It's just the A4 cut in half. Or if you work in Imperial, it's your normal letter size cut in half, which will be this size here, 8.5 by 5.5. And for the metric peeps, 14.9 by 21 centimetres. This is the usual way you would open a card, but I just like them like this. I like them to have, for my photos, I like them to be landscape. And I've just gone, where's my bone folder? Of course it's over this side. I'll be with you in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Hi. So let's score that one. And of course I had to get the grottiest bone folder of all of them that clearly I have used to swoosh down my ink. Someone gave me a better tip that's a much better idea, and that's to use a gift card. I used my shopping gift card for it the other day, and it's much better. Don't ruin your bone folders. You don't want to mess them up. So now I smush down my ink. When it's a bit inky, I just used a gift card holder. Some amazing demonstrator thought of that. So then we're going to have this layer here and look at it in the Highland Heather. Can you see what I mean about this embossing folder? It is just beautiful. Now you can get this now, this embossing folder, with every $90 purchase you make in Australia. Right now you get it for free. Free! We love freebies. So this can be yours when you place a $90 order. So there you go. So we're going to stick that down. Then we're going to stick this down. Then we've got our little frame. I know I've already done the sentiment, but I'll show you how I did that. That there and that there. Oh my goodness, it looks amazing. Like so pretty. And if you wanted to, you could even do a Whisper White banner if you prefer a little bit of pop. and do it with the Highland Heather. But this is nice. I really like it. So what I'm going to do is just show you how I did the sentiment. So I actually used my Stampparatus to do my sentiment, and I learnt this from a very smart demonstrator. So what you do is you get your little strip. So for instance, we'll pretend that this is our little strip. And the strip, I have actually marked it on the back of my punch here, exactly what the sizes are. And I've done it in metric, of course, but you could do it in imperial. I think it's in the catalogue, and I just put it on the back. So 2.5, 3.8 and 5.1. So I know that for my small banner, it needs to be 2.5. So I just go in and cut that, and I'll know that that will fit very nicely in there. So that's that. Then that strip, so I'm not going to cut it yet, but I'm just going to get that little strip. And I had a bit of a longer strip here, so that can line up there. So I've just sort of put my magnetic piece there just as a guide, so that I know exactly where I want my cardstock to go. And what I did was actually, to begin with, I know this is random, but I had lined it all up. But to begin with, I thought I'll just line up where I think it's going to go. Like where I think this should work out straight. Of course, it never does. And then I grab that. And then what I do is I do a little bit of wiggle technique. And it's just a really great way. And if you can't see the grid lines properly, you can get your little mini grid paper and bring that behind. Line it up with your grid, and that will give you a good estimate of whether that is even. So you can see there, it's looking very good. We'll do it without the Stampin' Up logo in the way, so that you can see it better. So you can see here the sentiment, it's not perfectly on the line, but you can see by looking at it that's pretty accurate. So that's the best way I have found to do the sentiments. And then I'm just going to come in with the first mark, stamp that, which I have done here. And I chose a different sentiment. Now this sentiment here, if you're wondering where it's from, here you go. I can help you with that. So this is another set that you can earn with every $90 that you spend in Australia, and you get it for free. So this is a really great one, this one. So part of my story. So really exciting things that you can earn for free. This one, every $90 that you spend. This one, $90. If you spend $90, you get this one free. And then the framelits is if you spend $180, you get this one free. So some really cool things that you can get for free just for spending, just for having some fun and going shopping. We all love shopping. As they say in the Philippines, a bit of knuckabilly. Knuckabilly means to accidental or unintentional shopping. We love that. And I found that if the banner, I worked out that if it's, oh yes, I wrote them here, 9.5 centimetres or 3 3/4 inches. So you know that it's going to be 2.5. But if it's that length, then you can put it straight in the punch and it will be the perfect measurement for you for this card. So that, keep that in mind. I know this is ugly, but that's the length, 9.5 or 3 3/4. And then the width is 2.5 centimetres, which in imperial, let's have a look on my little handy, my trusty little trimmer. Oh, it's 1 inch. 1 inch exactly. So that's what it's going to be. I hope that helps. So that's all happy, that's all done. So let's do some blending. So I've used the Highland Heather, and I'm just going to come in along the edge. So I've used the Memento ink because when you're using blends, you don't want an alcohol marker you don't want that as the outside, because what will happen is alcohol with alcohol will smudge, but alcohol with wet will not. So there's your top tip. So you can come in, you can use the lighter one, but I'm just going to go around the edge a little bit, like sort of jagged bits, because what we're going to do is use the lighter colour to sort of blend it all in and make it all pop, all those edges. Sorry for the top of my head. You're going to see me concentrating now. I go into another world when I'm colouring. Blah. It's like a little fantasy world where nothing ever matters in the world. Everything is fine. I don't have to adult. No adulting. Because adulting is really hard sometimes. Sometimes it's good. Like when you go on holidays. P.S. We booked our trip to Rome with Stampin' Up. Yep. So excited. I love it when tickets come and they're free. Here's your aeroplane tickets. Free. So big shout out to my customers and to my team members who've helped us earn that trip. So exciting. We cannot wait. It's coming up in July. It's going to come up so quick. Okay, so that I'm going to try not go too crazy because I want to come in with my lighter colour, and then this one we can go crazy and really blend that in. And you can take this as far as you like. Look, if you want to go further out, go for it. But the more you see dark lines, but the more you sort of stay around that one area, the more that it will disappear, that line. See, if we hover here, that line sort of disappears there. Oh, so pretty. And this paper, forgot to mention the paper. Oh, it's a Sale-a-Bration item too. How's that? And you get that with every $90 order too. You get it for free. I'll get the exact name for you. I'm really bad with names lately. What's my name? Who am I? And where am I from? I don't even know. Seriously, this brain. Don't know sometimes. I don't even know myself. So if you go to page 9 of your Sale-a-Bration brochure, beautiful brochure, beautiful brochure. If you go to page 9, you'll see Botanical Butterfly Designer Series paper. And that is free with a $90 purchase as well. I know, look at all these Sale-a-Bration items I'm using. Anyone would think I planned it. I'm not that clever. I wish I was. I really do. So I'm going to come in a bit more because I really like it. And just do little spots. And go lighter. And then what you can do, I haven't got my blends here, but if you just want to take away a bit of colour or just soften the edge a little bit, just use your colour lifter to bring out a bit of colour, and it will look amazing because it will just like sort of drift into each other. But I like that. I'm going to go with that. So now we just layer it. So let's glue this down. How good was this card? Let's just do a Kylie and make a card. Smash it out. There we go. And I'm making sure that you can see. Sorry. I changed directions of which side I'm splitting. So I'm like, which side am I going on? Now, the exciting thing that you can do with this is we're going to stick this down with dimensionals. And then the background will stick with dimensionals as well because we'll know where to hide it. So I've got my handy little dimensionals case here. And we'll pull out some of these. Now, in case you want to know the measurements of the embossing folder and the vellum, I have these here already organised because I know you're going to ask. I really do know you that well. And please say where you're from and how long you've been following me, and please comment below. I love hearing from all of you on YouTube. I love hearing about all these different stalkers that are following me. If you're new to Stampin' Up, if you've never seen Stampin' Up before in your life, please say, I've never seen this before. What is this company? How do I get these products, you may ask? Well, check out the links below because you can shop with me. Unlike a lot of direct selling companies, so you can use your little grid paper here, you don't have to have a party to purchase Stampin' Up products. You can just go directly to my online store and start shopping right now. That's the cool thing. You don't have to hold parties. You don't have to rope anyone into anything. I mean, we know people that, like I've got customers that tell their friends and they go, look, you know, I know this demonstrator. She really looks after me. She gives me tutorials and gifts, and she's really helpful. And so they tell their friends, and that's awesome because they know that their friends are crafty people. But you do not have to invite anyone to a party. You just jump on in like any craft website and go shopping. But there's perks as well. You can get different perks depending on how much you spend, which is even better because we love freebies and we love rewards. I mean, I just absolutely adore rewards. I'm like, give me free stuff. Yeah, that looks good there. So we'll put more dimensionals because there's never too many dimensionals. But yes, please tell me if this is your first time, and if you live in Australia, you may purchase from me. However, if you don't live in Australia, I can totally recommend who to shop with because I know a lot of really amazing demonstrators around the world. I can give you a list of really good demonstrators that I know look after their customers and look after them very well. They're very appreciative of their customers. So we'll tuck that underneath there. Oh my goodness. I just love this card. So beautiful. I want to cry. That's a bit dramatic, Kylie, seriously. So I want to give you the dimensionals. I mean, the dimensions for this card. So here we have the card that's done. So this is Imperial. That's your base. Then your next layer, 4 inches by 5.25. And that's your vellum layer. Okay? They're the 3 that you need. For the metric, start with your 14.9, 14.4 by 10 centimeters, and there's your vellum, 12 centimeters by 6.5. And in case you're wondering what these are my card templates, and they help me with converting, but they also help me a lot when I'm creating layouts. And I will have its own special post and own special blog coming up this week because it has been so popular, the card templates. Everyone's like, oh my goodness, your card template idea is amazing. And I'm like, oh, it's just making my life easier. Just trying to make things simple and not scary. I was like, oh, here's my piece of paper. No, that's an envelope. I do have an insert for my card here somewhere. No, can't find it. That's all right. We'll cut another one. Because we can. Because that's how we roll around here. We just lose pieces of paper and then we just cut more. But the cool thing is I have just sorted out all my paper and put them into little envelopes. So any scraps or any pieces, they go in there. They don't mess up my beautiful display behind me. And they go in a container and I'm very happy with them. They sit there very nicely and they behave themselves. So this is going to be 14.4 by 10 centimeters. I always do that for my insert, which is the 4 inch by, actually I won't guess, I'll tell you exactly what it is in metric. Yeah, 4 inch by 5.25 is the inside. And for the inside of the metric, it's that one, 14.4 by 10 centimeters. So there's those. And then we're going to just use some of this beautiful paper that's left over because we want nothing wasted. So we'll do a little cut there and then make sure it's at 10 centimeters and just put a little strip down the bottom just for making it look pretty because we can. So just glue that down. I'll just move the trimmer out of the way because it's probably flying light everywhere, as it does, likes to reflect the light. So stick that down. And then we're going to stick this in the card. And you might be wondering, well, it's already Whisper White base. Why would you do another piece of Whisper White on the inside? But it's just, I don't know, just even if it's Whisper White, I feel like it's still naked if it doesn't have an insert. So, I mean, it's just personal preference, but I just think this looks so much prettier, don't you? Look at that. When you open that up and you're like, oh, look at that layering. So much beautiful layering. I just love it. So that, my dear friends, is our card today. So do you like the difference? I really hope that you can see the embossing a lot better in this one. And definitely use your colour lifter. In fact, I'll do this, and because that's the magic art of camera. And I'm going to scroll over because I'm not 100% happy. And we can't have that. We have to have Kylie 100% happy. Hello, I've returned. So I'm just going to show you how you can sort of come in here and blend that edge, because we want it to be softer. We don't want a hard edge. And that's literally all you do to sort of soften that colour. And it'll just all dry up and just give a different look to it altogether. And you can even come in here, create little bits here. And once that dries, you'll see it just blends like so much nicer. It's just grabbed the colour out. At the moment, it needs to dry a little bit now. It's like, I'm covered in alcohol. But I will show you the finished product when you come over to my blog. So please come over to kyliebertucci.com. Please follow me here. And if you live in Australia, you can order from me, and I would love that. And remember, you don't have to have a workshop. You're not obligated to buy every month. And just know that you're going to get really well looked after. We have tutorial bundles for free. We have rewards, like a loyalty program, and we love our customers. We also love our Crazy Crafters team members. So if you'd like to join our team and get a bargain, you get a discount when you join, and you do not have to sell at all. You can just join for the discount. So if you need help making the right decision, finding out what's going to actually, save some money. I say save, but really what we mean by that is what's going to give you more stuff for the money you're going to spend. Because we all have a budget. We're not going to necessarily spend less, but we want more for our money, right? Give me more stuff. If I want to pay this much and I want more, excellent. Join me up. Give me free stuff. So I'm really happy that you've joined me today. Just bringing myself full screen. And I really hope you enjoyed our card as well. That's my freeze frame. Thanks for helping me do that. And we shall be in touch very soon. Bye, everyone. Good to see you all.